The FIA has just released explosive new evidence from Abu Dhabi 2025 that could put Lando Norris in serious jeopardy. Red Bull claims that Norris's off-track overtake on Yuki Tsunoda may result in sanctions and a potential points deduction, threatening his championship lead. If enforced, it could completely rewrite the championship standings. Yet the twist? The FIA confirmed Norris's maneuver was legal because he was forced off-track to avoid a collision caused by Tsunoda's aggressive driving. And the fallout? Tsunoda was penalized with 5 seconds and a super license point. Red Bull's tactical gamble backfired, and the paddock is buzzing about controversial defensive maneuvers and strategic miscalculations. Subscribe now because this shocking revelation could redefine the Abu Dhabi 2025 finale, and you don't want to miss a single moment of the drama. The 2025 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix had already promised a thrilling conclusion to the season, but Lando Norris's off-track overtake on Yuki Tsunoda raised the stakes to unprecedented levels. During the final laps, Norris was forced off the track to execute a critical pass, which was initially deemed legal by FIA stewards. However, Red Bull submitted fresh evidence suggesting the maneuver required further scrutiny, reigniting debates over track limits, aggressive defensive driving, and the fine line between strategy and compliance in modern Formula One. Telemetry from Norris's car provided critical insight into the maneuver. Engineers meticulously analyzed steering angles, throttle inputs, and vehicle speed at the exact moment Norris left the racing surface. The FIA's initial assessment indicated that this maneuver allowed Norris to maintain higher momentum and improve exit speed through Sector 3. Red Bull compiled this data into a detailed report, emphasizing how even milliseconds gained in a crucial section could influence championship outcomes. The FIA also examined the maneuver's repeatability across multiple laps. By reviewing laps 31, 34, and 36, engineers evaluated whether the advantage gained was consistent or a one-off caused by temporary track conditions. The analysis revealed that Norris's trajectory, combined with precise throttle and steering adjustments, consistently produced measurable performance benefits. This repeatability strengthened Red Bull's claim and highlighted the meticulous monitoring applied in modern Formula One. High-speed video footage provided additional confirmation. Multiple camera angles captured Norris cutting the track while overtaking Tsunoda, visually corroborating the telemetry data. Frame-by-frame analysis demonstrated that leaving the track allowed Norris to maintain an optimal racing line and maximize exit speed. The integration of telemetry and visual evidence provided the FIA with a robust foundation to consider a points deduction, emphasizing the importance of advanced technology in contemporary race governance. For McLaren, the stakes were monumental. A points penalty could affect Norris's finishing position, alter the driver standings, and impact the Constructors' Championship. The team faced the dual challenge of defending their driver while preparing for the FIA's ruling, all under intense scrutiny from media, fans, and rival teams. Every decision made in this post-race evaluation carried enormous consequences, highlighting how post-race investigations can directly influence championship outcomes. Red Bull's strategic submission of new evidence amplified tension across the paddock. By providing telemetry and high-speed video, the team emphasized strict track limit compliance and demonstrated the precision with which Formula One enforces its rules. This case illustrated that even brief off-track maneuvers could carry significant consequences, showcasing how technical data now plays a decisive role in maintaining fairness and integrity in the sport. Finally, the paddock's reaction was immediate and intense. Analysts, commentators, and rival team principals debated the potential severity of the FIA penalty and the precedent it could establish for future races. Abu Dhabi 2025, originally expected to end as a high-speed spectacle, became a defining example of post-race investigation and regulatory oversight. Norris's off-track maneuver highlighted how every millisecond and trajectory choice is scrutinized, reinforcing the zero-tolerance culture that defines modern Formula One. The FIA's renewed investigation into Lando Norris's off-track overtake was prompted after Red Bull submitted new telemetry and high-speed video evidence. Engineers meticulously analyzed steering angles, throttle application, and vehicle speed at the exact moment Norris left the track to overtake Yuki Tsunoda. The data confirmed that the maneuver allowed Norris to maintain momentum and achieve higher exit speed through Sector 3, offering a measurable performance advantage that could significantly affect both race results and championship standings. Mechanical simulations were conducted to replicate the incident under authentic race conditions. Using Norris's telemetry and vehicle dynamics, the FIA recreated his trajectory to assess tire load, suspension response, and aerodynamic effects. These simulations confirmed that leaving the track allowed Norris to sustain higher speed and reduce energy loss, producing a tangible performance advantage that validated Red Bull's evidence and justified reopening the case for closer review. High-speed video corroborated the telemetry and simulation data. Multiple camera angles captured Norris cutting the track while overtaking Tsunoda. Frame-by-frame analysis demonstrated that this maneuver allowed him to carry a cleaner racing line and maintain higher exit velocity. The integration of telemetry, simulation, and visual evidence created a compelling, multi-layered case for the FIA to consider a points deduction or other post-race sanction. The FIA also analyzed the repeatability of the maneuver by examining multiple laps, including laps 31, 34, and 36. Each lap consistently showed performance gains derived from leaving the track. This repeatability confirmed that the advantage was neither accidental nor caused by temporary track conditions but was a direct result of the maneuver itself. Repeatable performance advantages are critical in determining the severity of potential sanctions and in maintaining the integrity of competition. Regulatory guidelines in Formula One emphasize compliance over intent. Even though Norris maintained control and avoided collisions, leaving track limits to gain a positional advantage constitutes a clear breach. Red Bull's evidence demonstrated that the maneuver altered vehicle dynamics and lap performance in a measurable and repeatable way, reinforcing the FIA's rationale to review the case and consider a significant points deduction. For McLaren, the implications were substantial. Depending on the FIA's final ruling, Norris could lose championship points or have his finishing position adjusted, impacting both driver standings and the Constructors' Championship. The team faced the dual challenge of defending their driver while preparing for the potential sanction, under intense scrutiny from media, fans, and rival teams. Every millisecond and trajectory decision became critical in shaping the post-race outcome. Finally, the paddock's reaction was immediate and intense. Analysts, commentators, and rival team principals debated the potential severity of any FIA sanction and the precedent it could set for future races. Abu Dhabi 2025, initially expected to conclude with high-speed spectacle, became a defining example of post-race scrutiny and regulatory enforcement. Norris's off-track maneuver illustrated how every split-second decision is meticulously analyzed to maintain fairness, integrity, and the zero-tolerance culture of modern Formula One. In Formula One, track limits are enforced with exacting precision to preserve fairness and competitive integrity. Any driver leaving the designated racing surface to gain an advantage is considered in breach of FIA regulations, regardless of intent. Norris's off-track overtake on Yuki Tsunoda was analyzed using telemetry, mechanical simulations, and high-speed video to quantify the precise performance gains. Even small deviations from the track can produce measurable improvements in speed and sector times, which the FIA treats as serious infractions. Telemetry analysis revealed that Norris maintained higher exit speeds and optimized throttle and steering inputs during the off-track maneuver. These subtle adjustments allowed him to carry momentum that would have been lost if he had stayed within track limits. In Formula One, milliseconds matter, and the FIA monitors every car parameter to ensure compliance. The data confirmed that the advantage gained was consistent and reproducible, providing a strong technical foundation for evaluating potential sanctions. Mechanical simulations replicated Norris's trajectory under realistic race conditions. Engineers examined tire load, suspension response, and aerodynamic effects during the off-track maneuver. Results confirmed that leaving the track allowed Norris to sustain higher speed and reduce energy loss, producing a measurable performance advantage. This validated both telemetry and video evidence, giving the FIA a comprehensive understanding of the maneuver's technical implications. High-speed video corroborated telemetry and simulation findings. Multiple camera angles captured Norris cutting the track while overtaking Tsunoda, visually confirming the maneuver. Frame-by-frame analysis demonstrated that leaving the track allowed him to maintain an optimal racing line and higher exit speed. The integration of visual and telemetry evidence provided a full picture justifying the consideration of a post-race points deduction. The FIA also examined the repeatability of the maneuver across multiple laps, including laps 31, 34, and 36. Each lap demonstrated consistent performance gains from leaving the track. Repeatable advantages are crucial in assessing the severity of potential penalties, showing that the advantage was neither accidental nor caused by temporary track conditions but a direct result of Norris's maneuver. Penalty assessment in Formula One considers both regulatory compliance and competitive impact. Even though Norris maintained control and avoided collisions, leaving track limits to gain a positional advantage constitutes a clear violation. Red Bull's evidence demonstrated that the maneuver altered vehicle dynamics and lap performance in a measurable and repeatable way, justifying the FIA's consideration of a significant points penalty. Finally, this incident underscores the zero-tolerance enforcement culture in modern Formula One. Every maneuver, no matter how brief, is analyzed with extreme precision. Norris's off-track pass demonstrates how telemetry, mechanical simulations, and high-speed video converge to provide a complete understanding of compliance. The FIA's scrutiny ensures championship integrity, showing that even minor infractions can carry major consequences for drivers and teams alike.